another video. I think it might be a bit steamed up, so you'll have to excuse that. It's rather warm in here. Right, today I'm hoping to do several videos. So the first one is roast pork dinner. So all I'm going to show you now, I'm sure that this, sorry, that's better. I'm sure that, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm going to get the roast pork dinner out, sorry, just to show you what it looks like. And I shall be coming back to this later and tell you, explaining how I do everything. Right. What I'm going to do is just, oh, we steamed up again, folks. We're just going to stick it in just to make sure that the temperature range is okay. I should have actually, I had the foil, oh, we were really steamed up today, aren't we, unless it's the screen. That's interesting, it's not ready yet. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to have to go back in. I think we might need another few minutes for that. How are we going to get around this, folks? We are so steamed up. Are you there? It's having trouble focusing, folks. Never mind. Yeah, so what I was going to say is I'd had the pork in for 2.5 hours. This time what I did was covered it with foil. The foil will keep it keeps it from drying out. And in this case I took the foil off about 45 minutes before, so at the 1 3/4 hour mark. But it's still not quite reached the temperature, so it means it's not cooked yet. So I'm going to leave it for a bit longer. I also noticed that the crackling, which you'll see once I've taken it out, wasn't firm. So maybe that will all fall together nicely. So all I did was I put a chunk of lard in a roasting tin. Put the pork in and just cooked it on gas mark. Well, it was, I suppose I had it slightly less than normal, so I suppose I should have thought about this. It should be gas mark 5. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wait that little bit longer. So my plans are kind of, you know, I had it all planned out. I was going to go to the allotments when I took this meat out, because I've got to feed the hens for the next 2 days because Nigel and Alison are busy. So just going to have to wait a bit longer, aren't I? But anyway, I've already prepared the potatoes, the boiled potatoes. They're all cut up, done that. The veggies are all in the dish. I've got the gravy to do, and yeah, I know you've seen these sort of videos before, but I thought, you know, let's have a laugh. You know, it never quite works out the same. It can, as you just found out with the steam, I'm sure it's still steamed up. I'm sorry about that. I'll have to take it out into the living room and let it get up to room temperature. It's been in my studio and I hadn't got the heating turned right up. And then I've had to come out, so I'll be back later, folks. Hello again, folks. Well, I've now got the meat out of the oven. It's at the right temperature with the temperature gauge, what I've got. So I've checked that out. And let's give you a quick look. So that's the roast pork. And we've got the baking tray here. That's going to be the roasting tray, so I keep saying baking tray. We're going to pour some of those juices out into a gravy mix. So I've not got that ready, and I've got to do a bit of manoeuvring around, so that'll be off camera. But basically, I shall pour that into another pot, and then I'll be doing the gravy for that a bit later. And while that meat's cooling down, I'm going to pop to the allotment and feed the hens. I'm going to have my GoPro on, so you'll see the recording from there as I go in with the hens and everything, a bit different to normal. Okay folks, catch you in a bit. Sorry folks, got a full mouth again. Just come back from the allotment. I've got the potatoes boiling away. Then another 5 minutes. I'm going to put those into, well, I'm going to put some of them into the halogen oven, because they've basically been parboiled. I've got some fat left from yesterday when I was doing the lamb chops. I've also added a bit of pork fat into there from this morning's meat, and what's going to happen is the potatoes will go in there for half an hour on the timer. I'm going to have it on just below full on this. This only goes up to 200 Celsius, so it's probably about on 180. The modern ones I think go up to 250. So half an hour. Then what I have to do then is turn them over and put them, and then do it for another half an hour. If you get all your timings right, 45 minutes before that finishes, the veg goes on, because that's how my parents like it well done. Obviously I'll take care of the gravy. I've also got the Yorkshire puddings to do. I'm going to be making homemade ones again. I think I'm going to get all the preparations ready now, and I'll come back again shortly. Okay folks, it's now time to get some of these potatoes out and get them put in with the into the halogen oven and get some nice roast potatoes going. So normally I'll just we'd all have just roast potatoes, but my mum's really fussy these days, so I have to be very careful what we do. Right, so I'm going to switch the boiled potatoes off now for a bit. What I'm going to actually do is put them back on about 15 minutes before everything's ready, just to warm them up. And I will have to add a bit more boiling water to that as well. Let's move that out. I'll stick this on. Shake around. There we are. Right. 30 minutes. Okay folks, so that was 30 minutes on. Potatoes are going to leave for a minute. The veg is going to be put on in 15 minutes. I've got the gravy to mix. In fact, might as well do it now. now we're getting to the end of this box. I think we've got 1 tablespoon in there. I need to get another box out, so let's just pour that all in. Yeah, that's empty. Good job I've got, these clothes need to go get washed. Filthy. Okay. Quite a lot of flour in this box, more than the last box, I know. So that was 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of the gravy powder. Shall we experiment, folks? Mum says she don't want any gravy, so let's put a bit of that goulash mix in. Now here's one what we started earlier. About 1/2 teaspoon of this. I've got 2 types now, folks, thanks to some of my YouTube viewers. Thank you very much. And we're going to have some fun over the coming months. You know, hopefully we're trying to cook some of the dishes what I like a bit different. You know, using this goulash mix. We're going to see what it comes out like. The dry mix is all ready to go in the gravy. The meat, folks, look at it, it's kind of shrunk. I wonder what's happened here. I just wonder where that went. I can tell you, it's really tasty. I mean, this was bought from, I think it was Aldi. It was either Aldi or yeah, it would have been Aldi. Got it from Aldi, but yeah, it's so tender. Very tasty. So that's it for now, folks. It's quite a straightforward dinner, to be honest. I'm going to tell you what. No, let's get on with the Yorkshire pudding. Move that out of the way. Get the bowl there. Right, to make these Yorkshire puddings, you need 2 eggs. Did I tell you, folks, once upon a time I could never crack an egg. I just couldn't do it. That's why I never did any cooking. I used to hate it at school. I used to have to get somebody else to crack the eggs for me, and it was so embarrassing, you know, because I was all shy and that anyway. I was just a laughing stock. But now it just it's not a problem. And a simple thing like that can make all the difference when you want to do some cooking, doesn't it? Because otherwise you're relying on somebody else. But anyway, I've mastered it now. It's only took 40 years. Right, so 2 eggs. What are we doing? We're getting through a lot of pots today. I'm going to have a lot of washing up. Never mind. 2 tablespoons, 2 heaped tablespoons of plain flour. These are big tablespoons, so normally I use the other one, but I'm a bit tired from lack of sleep. And get this out and just beat it all up. I'm going to apologise if my videos are a bit neither here nor there today. Basically, I didn't get very much sleep last night, very interrupted, and I've got a funny head, and I'm just feeling I'm just not concentrating properly at the moment. Next thing, folks, is to add some milk. And that's it for now, folks. I'm going to be back in a bit. Okay, folks, I've added the gravy mix into the water with the bit of fat what was left over from the meat, and I'm hoping you can see the colour. Let me get swapped to my left arm. Basically, it's like a sandy colour to start with, and then you've just got to keep stirring until it goes a dark brown. I'm sorry you can't see my head, folks, but I can't. It's a bit hard to film when you're on your own. This is where it helps when you're slightly ambidextrous. I can do most things with my left or my right hand. Apart from writing, I'm not very good writing left-handed. If you don't stir this, you're going to find that the mix will get very stiff, and you're not going to be able to separate it into the mixture. So it's very important at this stage that you do keep stirring and not leaving it for a long time without. Obviously you can leave it for a short period. So that's going to take a few minutes, folks, so I'll come back in a bit. Okay folks, the gravy's now gone a dark brown in colour. I've turned the heat right down and I gave it a good stir. I'm probably going to switch that off in a minute because it's half an hour until 35 minutes until dinner's ready. So I'm just going to give it a couple of more minutes to do its bit, then I'll switch it off. I'm back again folks, let's just see if I can move this. Ah, that's better. Right. Okay folks, right, so I'm just about to put the Yorkshire tray in to preheat in the oven. I've put the oven on for gas mark 7 and now we're going to stick this on, and this is going to be in for 5 minutes. Apparently I wasn't adding enough fat. I always thought that the fat was to stop it sticking, but apparently it's to help it rise. So we'll see what happens this time, whether it sticks or it doesn't. So I've put lard in this time, not vegetable oil. So I'm just looking at the time just to make sure. I think it usually takes 5 minutes. That's what my mum used to always say, to get it hot. So when I opened the door I could see it was unbearable. In fact, the window needs to be open. It's got no air in here. It's better. Really could do with the fan on, but then if I put the fan on, you can't hear me very well. We've only got 5 minutes left, and then the potatoes have got to be turned over. Can you? I always get confused with the camera, but what you can see, what you can't see. So yeah, so they're coming on okay. I've switched the gravy off. The vegetables were boiling. The potatoes need to go back on in about a quarter of an hour. We mustn't forget, the main thing is in about 3 or 4 minutes I've got to add the Yorkshire pudding mix into there, and hopefully we're going to get some good ones this time. There was one thing what I forgot to add to this mix, a pinch of salt, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, now we're just going to wash that. I guess to a lot of you folks, it must seem quite strange that I'm washing pots by hand, especially those of you abroad, maybe in America. But it's not a common thing over here. Not unless you've got a modern house or you've got a bit of money. So my sister's got one, but I don't really see the need for one, to be honest. Not with the little cooking and baking what I do for people, for my parents and myself. No big family here, so I could understand if you've got a big family. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Sorry if I'm looking a mess. My hair needs washing again. Never mind. Problem with this time of year, you have to keep wearing a hat because it's been so cold. It's a bit damp out there now. I think it's about 4 Celsius now. Get that, I was thinking, don't need that, so that can be washed now. One more minute, folks, and we'll add the Yorkshire pudding to the mix. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. So, how long we got? Not long till the potatoes have got to be turned over. You might as well see it. See the potatoes. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Oh, when you've got a small kitchen, folks, and you've got no one to help you film, it's a bit frustrating, really. But never mind. You just have to try and think ahead of positioning to put the camera in. You'll always see me peeping on one corner. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's been commenting on my videos. If I if I don't reply to your comments, I'm going to apologise now. Hopefully I've caught up with the majority. There has been times where I haven't. I don't take it personally. I'm not taking it on you. It's just I'm too tired to think of things. That's the halogen oven beeping. Yeah, so it's nothing personal. Right, let's get that open. Turn these over. Oh my. Right, folks, at this point I've got some nice juice in now. I'm going to make sure it's poured all over the potatoes. That's it, folks, that's that part done. Got to add the gravy now, add the Yorkshire pudding to the mix. So, got to be quick on this because you don't want to lose the heat out of the oven. Done, folks, weren't that quick? Okay, I think that's it now then, folks. The next time you see it is when it's going to be on the plate. Okay, bye for now. Okay, folks, the roast potatoes are nearly done. You see how it goes on and off. We've got 12 minutes left. Let's look at those. Let's wait for the light to come back on. Can't remember how, maybe it was every few seconds. I don't know how often it comes on and off. There you are. Let's look at them. Yummy, yummy. And look at how the Yorkshires are going. They've risen nicely. The one on the right on the front won't have risen so much because there wasn't so much mixture in there, but the other three have certainly rose well, and they should be all ready nicely in the next 12 minutes. Let's just hope they come out the tray easy. The key thing, folks, to remember is you mustn't open the door once you've put that mixture in, because if you have, it will cause them to sink. That's the key thing there. The gravy is looking really good. The veg and the potatoes are boiling away lovely. And the meat has been dished out on the plate. I think you can see mine. Dad has just a little bit less than me. He's not got the appetite like he used to because he isn't doing the manual work now. And Mum, she just likes a little bit. Her appetite's gone down the dumps when it comes to main meals, but she does like to have a good breakfast and a good evening meal. Well, sandwich. She likes to have her sandwiches at breakfast and in the evening. So that's it, folks. I'll show you when it's on the plate. Okay, folks. Well, here we are. Dad's is all served up. Yorkshire pud, roast pork, peas, carrots, normal boiled potatoes, roast potatoes, and here's mine. Now the Yorkshire's, it did rise, but it stuck as well. So I'm thinking maybe I need to buy new Yorkshire pudding thingamajig for it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm hoping that the allotment one will have come out as well, and then we've got the baking ones this afternoon, all being well. Okay, thanks a lot.